My dear friends, before we begin exploring this fascinating and deeply important topic today, I want to ask for your support in helping our community grow. If you find value in what we discuss here, if these insights help you understand the subtle dynamics of human connection and attraction, please consider subscribing to this channel and helping us reach 1,000 subscribers. Your subscription means so much more than just a number. It tells us that this content matters to you, that these conversations about understanding the quiet language of attraction are making a real difference in your life. Every person who subscribes helps us reach more men who are searching for genuine understanding about how attraction works. Men who want to build real connections based on awareness and respect rather than games or manipulation. So please take just a moment right now to click that subscribe button and become part of our growing community of men who are committed to understanding the beautiful complexity of human connection. Now, let us talk about something that affects every single one of us, but that very few people truly understand. There is a deep truth about how we work as human beings. What people truly want is rarely said in plain words. It whispers through a quiet, hidden code of glances, gestures, shifts in tone, and raw energy. In matters of the heart, this silent language is even more powerful. Today, we'll look at the soft signals that show when a woman is gently hoping for something more than just being friends. These aren't random behaviors or meaningless gestures. They are based on our inner feelings and real chemistry between people. If you learn them, every interaction will feel different forever. Once you understand this hidden language, you will never walk into a conversation the same way again. You will start to see patterns that were always there, but that you simply could not recognize before. The world of human connection will open up to you in ways that feel almost magical, even though they are simply based on understanding how we naturally communicate attraction. The first revealing sign that she is craving more is something you can see in her eyes. People say eyes are like windows to the soul, and nowhere is this more true than in matters of attraction. In normal social interactions, we make eye contact briefly and then look away. This is the natural rhythm of polite conversation. A quick look is just being polite, showing that we are paying attention and engaged in what the other person is saying. But when her eyes hold yours longer than necessary, something completely different is happening. When her gaze drifts back to you repeatedly, even when you are not speaking directly to her, or when her eyes dip briefly to your mouth before returning to meet your eyes again, that is a big sign. That is her inner self showing feelings she hasn't voiced yet, feelings that she might not even be fully aware of herself. The eyes have a way of revealing what the conscious mind tries to hide. When a woman is attracted to you, her eyes will seek you out across a crowded room. She will hold your gaze just a fraction of a second longer than feels comfortable in a normal interaction, creating a moment of electric connection that both of you can feel. This extended eye contact does something powerful to both people involved. It creates a sense of intimacy, a feeling that you are sharing something private even in a public space. When she looks at you this way, her pupils might dilate slightly, a biological response to seeing something that excites or attracts us. You might notice that when you catch her looking at you and she quickly looks away, there is often a small smile playing at the corners of her mouth. This combination of behaviors, the prolonged gaze, the quick look away, the subtle smile, tells a complete story of attraction. She is drawn to you, feels slightly caught in her admiration, and is pleased by the connection she feels. Some men miss this signal entirely because they are too focused on what they are going to say next, or too caught up in their own nervousness. But when you learn to recognize this pattern, you will start to see it everywhere. The woman at the coffee shop who keeps glancing over at you while you wait for your order. The colleague who maintains eye contact just a bit longer than necessary during meetings. The friend who always seems to be looking at you when you turn your head. All of these are potential signals of deeper interest. The second sign that reveals her growing attraction is how she creates excuses for contact. Touch is an ancient, natural way to talk that predates language itself. It builds trust and closeness fast in ways that words simply cannot match. When she's drawn in, she'll find small ways to bridge the physical gap between you. A light hand on your arm while she laughs at something you said, a casual brush of her hand against yours as she passes by you in a hallway, or reaching over to fix your collar or brush something off your shoulder. These gentle touches show she likes you and is testing if you welcome her into your personal space. Every person has an invisible bubble around them, a zone of personal space that we guard carefully. We only allow certain people into this intimate distance, people we trust, people we feel comfortable with, and people we are attracted to. When a woman starts finding reasons to touch you, even in these small and seemingly innocent ways, she is stepping into that intimate space and seeing how you respond. The key thing to understand about these touches is that they are rarely accidental. Women are generally very aware of social boundaries and personal space. When she touches your arm during conversation, it is not because she lost her balance or forgot where her hand was. It is a deliberate, though often subconscious, way of creating physical connection and testing your receptiveness. Pay attention to how often these touches happen and in what context. If she touches you frequently during conversation, especially during moments of laughter or emotional connection, this is a strong signal. Also notice if she lets the touch linger just a moment longer than would be strictly necessary. A brief tap on the arm is friendly. A touch that lasts a second or two longer, where her hand rests on your arm while she finishes her thought, indicates something more. Some women are naturally more physically expressive than others, so you do need to consider her baseline behavior. Does she touch everyone this way, or is this physical contact reserved primarily for you? If you notice that she finds reasons to touch you but maintains more physical distance with other people, that contrast is very telling. The third sign to watch for is how her posture softens and turns toward you. Attraction relaxes our natural defenses in powerful ways. When we like someone, we relax our protective stance and open ourselves up both literally and figuratively. She'll lean in during conversation, bringing her body closer to yours and showing that she wants to be near you. She will keep her arms uncrossed, displaying open body language rather than the closed-off posture we adopt when we feel uncomfortable or defensive. She will point her feet or knees your way, which is one of the most reliable indicators of interest that body language experts talk about. Our feet unconsciously point toward what we are interested in, and when hers are aimed at you, it shows where her attention truly lies. She might move her hair to one side to show her neck, a vulnerable and feminine gesture that signals trust and openness. Or she might tilt her head slightly while listening to you, a posture that shows she is fully engaged and finds what you are saying genuinely interesting. All of these postural shifts are her body's way of saying, I feel safe here, and I'm inviting you closer. The human body is remarkably honest in ways that words can disguise. We can say one thing with our mouths while our bodies tell a completely different story. A woman might claim she is just being friendly, but if her body is consistently oriented toward you, leaning in, opening up, and displaying relaxed and receptive postures, her body is telling the truth that her words might be hesitant to express. This is particularly noticeable in group settings. Watch where her body points when she is in a conversation with multiple people. If she consistently angles herself toward you, if she glances at you when making a joke to see your reaction, if she physically orients herself so that you are in her direct line of sight, these are all powerful indicators that you hold a special place in her attention. The contrast becomes even clearer when you observe how she positions herself with others versus with you. Does she maintain more physical distance with other people? Does she cross her arms or adopt more neutral postures with them? If so, the open and inviting body language she displays with you becomes even more significant. The fourth sign is something that many men never notice at all, and it is how her voice changes just for you. Not many people pay attention to how a person's tone shifts around someone special, but this is one of the most intimate and revealing signals of attraction. Her voice might get softer when she speaks to you, creating a sense of privacy and intimacy even in a public space. It might become warmer, with more emotional color and expressiveness than her normal speaking voice. Or it might turn playful, with teasing remarks and gentle jokes that she does not make with other people. She might develop shared private jokes with you, references and callbacks to previous conversations that create a sense of history and connection between you. Or you might notice a slight drop in pitch when she speaks to you, as women's voices often lower slightly when talking to someone they find attractive. All of these vocal changes create an intimate bubble for the two of you, a private world of communication that exists alongside but separate from her interactions with everyone else. This shift in vocal quality is her way of building a secret language that helps the spark between you grow. Think about how differently you might speak to your closest friend versus a casual acquaintance versus someone you find attractive. Each relationship has its own tone, its own rhythm, its own private vocabulary. When a woman develops this special way of speaking with you, she is creating the foundation for deeper intimacy. Listen for moments when her voice becomes quieter, drawing you in closer to hear her. Notice when she uses nicknames or playful terms of address that she does not use with others. Pay attention to inside jokes that develop between you, shared references that would not make sense to anyone else. These are all signs that she is building a private world that includes just the two of you, a world where something special can develop away from the noise and distraction of everyday social interaction. The fifth sign appears in the quality of her praise and compliments. Anyone can say you look good or offer a generic compliment about your appearance. But when she notices your strength in tough moments, your kindness in how you treat others, or how you stay calm under pressure, she's really watching you at a much deeper level. These words reveal she is looking at your heart and your character, not just the surface. When she comments on qualities that go beyond the superficial, she is showing that she has been paying close attention to who you are as a person. She notices how you handle stress. She sees how you treat people who cannot do anything for you. She observes your values in action. This level of attention and this type of specific, character-based praise is a brave way of saying, I truly see you, not just the image you present to the world, but the real person underneath. Most people give compliments that are either generic or focused on superficial qualities. Nice shirt. You are funny. You look good today. These are pleasant but do not indicate any deep observation or understanding. When a woman takes the time to notice and comment on your deeper qualities, it means she has been investing emotional energy in understanding who you are. She has been watching how you handle yourself in different situations. She has been thinking about you even when you are not together, processing her observations and forming opinions about your character. This type of attention requires genuine interest. You do not closely observe someone unless they matter to you in some way. When she offers these deeper compliments, she is also taking a risk. She is revealing that she has been paying close attention, that you occupy space in her thoughts, and that she values qualities about you that go beyond the surface. This is vulnerable in a way that generic compliments are not, and it shows she is willing to reveal her interest, at least to some degree. The sixth sign is revealed in how she makes time for just the two of you. Chemistry needs space to breathe away from noise and distraction. A genuine connection cannot fully develop in crowded, chaotic environments where attention is divided among many people. If she suggests a quiet walk together, just the two of you, or pulls you aside at a party to talk privately, it is absolutely on purpose. She's not trying to hide your interaction from others or being secretive. Rather, she's creating room for a real bond to grow without any distractions or the performance pressure that comes with an audience. Wanting this private time signals a deep emotional investment in you and in the potential relationship between you. Think about your own behavior for a moment. When do you seek private time with someone? Usually when you want to have a conversation that matters, when you want to connect on a deeper level, or when you want to explore a relationship that feels special. The same is true for her. When a woman creates opportunities to be alone with you, she is saying that this interaction matters enough to her that she wants to give it her full attention in a space where you can both be yourselves without the social dynamics and distractions that come with group settings. Notice how she phrases these invitations. Does she suggest specific activities that would naturally be just the two of you? Does she mention wanting to talk to you about something specific? Does she find reasons to separate from the group when you are both in social settings? All of these behaviors point to her desire to deepen the connection in a more private setting. The seventh and final sign is visible in how her whole vibe lights up or gets a bit nervous around you. Liking someone is something our bodies feel at a fundamental level, and these physical responses are very difficult to fake or hide. You might see her face turn slightly red or flushed when you give her attention or compliment her. Her eyes might look brighter and more alive when she sees you. You might notice that she laughs more freely and frequently in your presence, finding humor and joy in the interaction. She might unconsciously play with her hair, twirling it around her finger or repeatedly tucking it behind her ear. She might fidget with a necklace or bracelet, a self-soothing gesture that reveals a pleasant nervousness. This mix of excitement and slight anxiety shows her body is reacting to the spark you ignite in her. She feels more alive, more present, more energized when you are near. These physiological responses happen at a level below conscious control. When we are attracted to someone, our nervous system activates in specific ways. Our heart rate increases slightly. Blood flows to the surface of our skin, creating that flushed appearance. Our pupils dilate. We become more animated and expressive. All of these responses are rooted in our biology and our evolutionary history. They signal to the other person that we find them attractive and desirable. When you notice several of these physical responses happening together, you are seeing her body tell the truth about her attraction, even if her words remain cautious or unclear. The nervous energy she displays around you is not anxiety in the negative sense. It is the pleasant excitement of being near someone who affects her, someone who makes her heart beat a little faster and makes her more conscious of how she presents herself. Here is the absolutely crucial thing to understand about all of these signs. These aren't just green lights telling you to chase or pursue aggressively. That is not what this knowledge is for at all. Often, when a woman displays these signals, she is quietly testing whether you are really there with her at that deeper level, whether you notice and appreciate the vulnerability she is showing, and whether you can meet her openness with your own authentic presence. Seeing several of these signals consistently, not just once, but as a pattern over multiple interactions, reveals a real invitation to explore a deeper connection. But this knowledge comes with responsibility. These cues aren't tools to trick anyone or manipulate situations to your advantage. They are glimpses into her vulnerability, moments where she is showing you something real about how she feels. The strongest and most authentic response isn't clever lines or applying pressure for things to move faster. It's meeting her openness with your own calm confidence, treating her with respect and consideration, and being your real self rather than trying to perform or impress. True bonds between people aren't built on tricks or techniques. They are built when both people honor the silent story starting between them, when both people show up authentically and respond to each other's signals with honesty and respect. So when you start noticing these patterns, the extended eye contact, the gentle touches, the open body language, the special tone of voice, the deep compliments, the desire for private time, and the physical signs of excitement, do not brush them off as meaningless or coincidental. These signals matter. They are her way of communicating interest in a language that feels safe to her, a language that allows her to express attraction while protecting herself from potential rejection or embarrassment. Listen to what she is really saying beneath the words and move forward with integrity and awareness. The best relationships, the ones that last and bring real fulfillment, rarely start with big dramatic declarations or grand gestures. They begin in the quiet spaces where eyes meet across a room and hold for just a moment longer than expected. They start when two people begin hearing what neither has fully said yet, understanding each other at a level deeper than words. They grow when both people pay attention to the subtle signals and respond to them with authenticity and care. This is the foundation of genuine connection, not games or strategies, but two people being real with each other and brave enough to show what they feel even before they can say it out loud. Thank you so much for taking this journey into the hidden language of attraction with me today. If this content helped you understand something you had been missing, if it gave you new eyes to see the interactions happening around you, please show your support by subscribing to our channel. Help us reach that goal of 1,000 subscribers so we can continue creating content that helps men understand the beautiful complexity of human connection. Share this video with a friend who might need to hear this message, someone who has been missing the signals or wondering if that special person in his life might feel the same way he does. Leave your own stories and experiences in the comments section below. I would genuinely love to hear them and learn from your experiences as well. Have you noticed these signals from someone in your life? Looking back, can you now see signals you missed in the past? Sharing these stories helps build our community and helps everyone learn. To learn more about how we connect as human beings, about the psychology of attraction, and about building relationships that are healthy and fulfilling, please stay connected with our caring community. Your support, your subscriptions, your comments, and your engagement let us reach more people who are ready for lasting relationships built on understanding and mutual respect. When you learn to read these signals well and respond to them with awareness and integrity, you unlock the door to something truly meaningful. You move beyond surface-level interactions into connections that touch the heart and last beyond the initial excitement of new attraction. This is what we all truly want: to be seen, to be understood, and to connect with someone at a level that feels real and significant. Now you have the knowledge to recognize when someone is offering you that opportunity. Use it wisely, use it with respect, and watch how your relationships transform.